All right, today we are diving into a motorcycle showdown that has riders totally split. We're putting the legendary Yamaha R15 V3 up against its high-tech successor, the R15 V4. Now, you'd think the newer bike is the obvious winner, right? Well, the data tells a much more interesting story. So here's the big question we're tackling. Is the new V4, with all its bells and whistles, really a clear step up? Or did the V3 just hit that perfect sweet spot of performance and value that's almost impossible to beat? We're going to break it all down using real-world data and owner reviews to see which one truly comes out on top.
Okay, first things first, let's get to know the new challenger. Before we hear what the riders have to say, let's break down what makes the Yamaha R15 V4 tick, starting with the specs on paper.
Let's talk power. The V4's engine is pushing out 18.1 brake horsepower. You know, for a bike in this class, that's a really solid number. It promises some pretty serious get up and go. And what does all that power get you? Well, a top speed of 140 kilometers per hour. Yeah, that's more than enough to make any highway ride an absolute blast. But hey, performance isn't just about raw speed, is it? Owners are reporting they get around 46 kilometers per liter, which is fantastic for a bike this sporty. That means it's a bike you can actually ride every day. And the heart of this machine is its 155cc liquid-cooled engine. But you know what? The raw numbers only ever tell part of the story. Let's look at the other tech that makes this bike so special. Okay, let's dive into this table for a sec. Beyond that 155cc engine, you can see it's kicking out 14.2 newton-meters of torque. But look closer. It also comes with an assist and slipper clutch, that means smoother gear changes, and 2 different riding modes, track and street. This shows Yamaha was really focused on a versatile ride. This slide really drives home what a huge leap forward the V4 is when it comes to technology. I mean, we're seeing features you usually find on bigger, much more expensive bikes. We've got advanced suspension for better handling, dual-channel ABS for safety, and even Bluetooth connectivity. It's pretty clear Yamaha went all in on the tech. So, on paper, the V4 looks like a knockout winner, right? It's packed with all the latest stuff. But as any rider will tell you, how a bike feels is just as important as how it looks on a spec sheet. So let's see what the owners have to say. And that leads us right to the heart of this whole comparison. Let's forget the brochures for a minute. We're going to look at the only direct comparison that really truly matters, the collective verdict from thousands of riders, all captured in detailed user reviews. And this just brilliantly illustrates the core of the story. After thousands of ratings, the V4 scores an incredible 4.8 out of 5. But the older V3, it's right on its tail with a 4.7 out of 5. The gap is just astonishingly small. So this is where it gets really interesting. All that new tech, all those upgrades, and the V4 barely edges out the V3 in what people actually think. There's clearly way more to this story. Let's dig into the details and see what's really going on here. This table breaks it all down for us. Look at this. Visually, they're tied. Comfort? Same story. The V4, as you might expect with a new bike, wins on reliability. But here's the absolute shocker. Owners feel the older V3 is actually the better performer and offers more bang for your buck. So, it all boils down to this trade-off right here. The data suggests that owners feel the V3, the predecessor, offers a slightly more thrilling, raw performance experience. Meanwhile, V4 owners seem to really value its improved reliability and long-term dependability. It's a classic battle, isn't it? Thrill versus trust? And you can just feel the passion for the V3's performance in quotes like this one from an owner. Best decision of my life purchasing this beast. Excellent performance, top speed. That's the voice of someone who absolutely fell in love with that raw riding experience. But in contrast, here's a V4 owner highlighting a whole different set of priorities. My bike mileage is 54 after 2 years the bike engine condition is good like new. See? This speaks to a satisfaction that's built on efficiency and long-term confidence in the machine. So, where does that leave us? Honestly, there's no single winner here. It's a choice between 2 completely different philosophies. The V4 offers you the latest tech and that total peace of mind. The V3, on the other hand, delivers that raw, thrilling performance and incredible value. So the real question isn't which bike is better, it's which rider are you? The one who wants the modern marvel or the one who craves the legendary beast? The decision is all yours.